Ben Roethlisberger, right, has criticized Antonio Brown in the past. Justin K. AllerGetty Images. In beating the Ravens on Sunday, the Steelers won a road game against a hated division rival, but not every Pittsburgh player was thrilled with how the game unfolded. After Ben Roethlisberger failed to spot a wide-open Antonio Brown on a second-quarter play, the star wide receiver threw a Gatorade cooler on the sideline and barked at offensive coordinator Todd Haley. During his weekly appearance Tuesday on a Pittsburgh radio show, Roethlisberger called out Brown for having a temper tantrum and causing a distraction that none of us really needs. It wasn't the first time that the quarterback has criticized his receiver, and it came shortly after Roethlisberger appeared to distance himself from his entire team after its Week 3 protest during the national anthem. Saying, "It's not like I intentionally didn't throw it to Brown on the play." Roethlisberger said that he was properly following his pre-snap reads, which told him to work the other side of the field. He added via the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, "It's unfortunate that it happened, and it's unfortunate that he acted and reacted that way. I know that he's a competitor, and he wants the ball, but all of us are competitors. We all want the ball. We all want to make plays. I told him on the sideline, just come talk to me. Ask me what happened. Tell me that you were open." Roethlisberger brought up longtime Steelers tight end Heath Miller, who retired after the 2015 season and had a close relationship with the quarterback, as an example of how he would have preferred to see Brown behave. "If that was Heath Miller, I would probably ask Heath on the sideline, 'Hey Heath, were you open?' He'd probably tell me no, because he wouldn't want you to feel bad. That's just who he was," Roethlisberger said. "And I wish that Brown would have just come to me and tell me, 'Hey Ben, I killed them on this play,' whatever. That goes a lot further than having a temper tantrum." Steelers coach Mike Tomlin was also irked by Brown's display, saying at his weekly news conference that he didn't see the outburst when it happened. Tomlin told reporters via ESPN, "I'm not going to waste a lot of time talking to Antonio about not throwing water coolers and so forth. Be a professional." In January, both Tomlin and Roethlisberger chastised Brown for streaming a video live to social media from the Steelers' locker room as the pair were speaking to the team following a playoff win over the Chiefs. The locker room is a sacred place where things are said, and hugs and tears, and it's kind of a special place. So a little disappointed with for that, Roethlisberger said during his radio appearance. Another Pittsburgh wide receiver, Martavis Bryant, took a scolding from Roethlisberger in the offseason when the latter said that Bryant would have to win back everybody's trust following a 2016 season-long suspension for violating NFL substance abuse policies. "We should have a man-to-man," Bryant subsequently said of the quarterback. "Because some of the things he put out there about me, I kind of didn't agree with how he did it." When NFL teams staged mass protests during the anthem following critical comments by President Trump 2 weeks ago, the Steelers were among 3 teams that declined to take the field until after the Star-Spangled Banner was performed. "I wish we approached it differently," Roethlisberger said later in an online post, adding, "I personally don't believe the anthem is ever the time to make any type of protest." On Tuesday, Roethlisberger expressed concern that some of the Steelers' younger players might see Brown's show of anger and think it's okay to act that way. He also made sure to praise the abilities of Brown, a 5-time Pro Bowler who has twice led the NFL in receptions, saying, "Ab is the best receiver in the world, maybe one of the best to ever play the game. Brown is superhuman on the football field," Roethlisberger said, but he noted that, when the receiver loses his cool, it almost brings him back to being a mere mortal, if you will. "It gets in his head, and it just messes with all of us a little bit." Roethlisberger added, "I'm not trying to call Ab out, but I just think that this is causing a distraction that none of us really needs." Read more from the Post. NFL players have yet to formulate a plan about future national anthem protests. Eagles clap back at Colin Cowherd's rant about dopey Philadelphia fans. The Dallas Cowboys on sideline is suddenly weak. So are their Super Bowl chances. 5 fantasy football moves you must make for Week 5.